I like to dedicate this to all of the Creator's righteous children. I have some food in my bag for you. Not that edible food, that food you eat? No. I have some food for thought. Since knowledge is infinite, it has infinitely fell on me.
Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm just going to be talking about general social justice news, part of my social justice news series. Sorry that it kind of looks weird with the glowing in the back and, the face. But this is just a quick video that I want to put out there because there's just a lot going on in the world. Thanks to our President Cheeto, just so many bad things have been happening in the past few weeks. And I just want to comment on them and to give you kind of a rundown of how I'm feeling about all this devastation going on in this country. So first I want to start off with Happy Black History Month, or Black History Month, or Black Future Month, whatever you want to call it. This is a celebration of Black people in this country throughout history, throughout the future, and to celebrate those that we might not know that much about in our history, because in our history books, Black history is really this small little thing that they like to talk about with the Martin Luther Kings and the Rosa Parks, and that's pretty much it. And so there are other people out there that you guys should learn about. So I'm going to give you a recommendation of some videos that I think you guys should go watch. Her name is Seren. I've talked about her on this channel before, I think. And I will link her YouTube channel in the description box below. But she's doing a Hidden Figures kind of like vlog Black History Month, where she talks about different people that you may not know about in Black history and that are hidden figures. So I definitely recommend you go check out her videos if you want to know more about some hidden figures in our culture that you might not know about and want to learn some new people that you might not know about other than the Martin Luther Kings and the Rosa Parks. Although we love you. You're awesome. Anyways, back to more current things that are going on. So last week, President Cheeto put out a Muslim ban, which I know you guys have heard a lot about the Muslim ban, and you know there was a lot of protests that happened at various international airports in New York, in DC, in LA, in all of these different places. And it was really great to see the human spirit at work fighting for people's rights. But I have to talk about something that I know is not going to be popular opinion, but who cares? Basically, I want to say that if you look at the countries that President Cheeto has put the Muslim ban on, he hasn't put a Muslim ban on all Muslim countries. He only put a Muslim ban on certain Muslim countries. And if you notice the skin color of the people coming from these countries, a lot of them are from Africa or the Middle East. And that being said, they're either Black Africans or they're Middle Eastern people who are brown-skinned. So to me, it seems like he's going more on a war on the race of these people, less on their religion. Because if he was going on all Muslims, he would have gotten a ban on Saudi Arabia and all these different places that are in the Middle East, but he didn't. He only did like Syria, he's done Somalia, and a bunch of other places. And I really do think that it's a war on race more than a ban on Muslims. And so I just wanted to put that out there, because if he was really doing a ban on Muslims, he would do all of the Muslim countries. And if he really cared about the countries in Africa that are Muslim, he would have done all of those countries too, but he doesn't really care. And if he did, because he's only doing a Muslim ban to fight ISIS. And he doesn't really care about ISIS that much. And if he did care about these things, then he would care about Boko Haram as well. And he doesn't, so there's that. Also, there was the Women's March that happened a couple weeks ago, and that was a really amazing turnout. I went there with my mom, and that was an amazing turnout. There was over 1 million people in DC, and there were sister marches all over the country and in Europe and different places all over the world, and it was just an incredible turnout. Women really united, was beautiful to see, and I'm really glad that I went. The Dakota Access Pipeline, there's things going on with that. President Cheeto signed into law that the Dakota Access Pipeline and the Keystone XL pipeline can be finished because he signed the executive orders for those. And he also signed away Native American land rights, where he is going to basically try to profit off of those lands because he knows there's oil underneath their lands. And so all of those things are no-nos. We need to fight harder than ever to stop those things from happening. No DAPL, no Keystone XL, water is life, Mini Wachoni. Also, other things that are happening. The Farm Bill will be it will be signed into law in 2018, and so we need to prepare to be able to get good legislation into that for farmers, especially small farmers, farmers of color, and farm workers, and also food chain workers as well. All of those things need to be put into the Farm Bill. And if you don't know what the Farm Bill is, it's basically a bill that they put into the USDA and the Department of Agriculture. And they put different legislation into this bill that have to do with farmers and farmers' rights and different things like that. So it's a really important bill, and we need to get a lot of really good legislation in there for nutrition and for food justice and for farm justice and for all the sorts. So yeah, be thinking of that and what we want to see in our Farm Bill for 2018. What else has President Cheeto put out there? He's just crazy. He yesterday, I think, he said some crazy things about Frederick Douglass, and he's just crazy. He said some things that would allude to him still being alive, which, I mean, come on, really? And then you have his stupid secretary of whatever he is, and he said that Pence said this. Pence said that that Abraham Lincoln freeing the slaves and signing over the 13th Amendment and signing the Emancipation Proclamation should be celebrated in Black History Month. And it's like, okay, A, he's white, B, he had slaves, and C, as far as I'm concerned, I don't think that that's Black history. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's Black history. Plus, when we think of Black history, we want to think of things that elevate us as a people, not thinking of slavery all the time. Like, that's crazy. And so I don't think, really, I don't think that's appropriate for Black History Month. Also, he wants to privatize but also take away national parks, which is crazy. And basically just wants to bring back oil jobs for people and bring them back to the United States and just ruin our country in general. And it's getting crazier and crazier and crazier by the minute. And it's scary. It's really, really scary. But I am a believer in hope. And I am a believer in elevating ourselves to the next higher plane. And so I do not feed into his BS. And I do not believe that, I believe that he can do damage to this country. I obviously do. But I believe that if we elevate ourselves higher, we will not have to deal with his BS and his crazy tactics that he is going to do for people in this country. And so I just wanted to give my 2 cents on these things that are going on in this country. it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better, but we have people that are out there fighting the good fight, and it's beautiful. On April 29th, there is going to be a climate justice march in DC. Also the weekend before, I think April 22nd, on Earth Day, there's going to be a scientist march. In June, I think June 11th, there's going to be an LGBTQIA plus march during Pride Month. And there's going to be lots of marches to come. I'm sure there's going to be an immigration march soon. There's going to be a lot of different marches to come. And so if you're interested in any of these, please go look them up. They're on Facebook. They're on different things. You can Google them. If you want to be part of those things, I'm doing a project with around the climate march. And so I'm trying to do my part. I really am. I'm doing a lot of work around fighting the DAPL. I'm doing work with the climate march, and I'm really trying to make my voice heard. I'm doing things with food justice, and I'm just really trying to make my voice heard and make sure that he knows that I'm not playing around. I am the next generation, and I'm the current generation. I'm the next generation. My kids will live on this planet. Their kids will live on this planet, and the next 7 generations will live on this planet. And it's going to get crazier before it gets better, but we have to be positive around the whole thing. The other day, me and my mom, we called our senator from Virginia, and we basically left him a message telling him that he cannot let President Cheeto put all of these evil people into his cabinets and into the Supreme Court. I also am currently writing a letter to the Army Corps of Engineers, commenting on why the Dakota Access Pipeline should not be put onto treaty lands up in North Dakota. And I'm just really trying to do my part. And I really feel like the more things that we are able to do to elevate this country, the better we're going to be. But I know it's going to get crazy. I know it's going to get worse before it gets better, but we all have to do our part, because we cannot sit here and be lazy bums and not care about what's going on in this country, because it really is going to get worse before it gets better. But I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of how I'm feeling right now on everything going on. And I know it's crazy and I know it's scary, but if you ever want to talk, please hit me up. I am willing to talk to you. My Twitter, my Instagram, everything is linked in the description box below. I also read comments, so if you guys ever want to just contact me and talk about what's going on and how you're feeling, I'm willing to help you. Please stay blessed, stay beautiful, have hope, stay elevated, and don't let the madness get to you, because a new day will happen, and we are stronger than him, and there are more of us than there are of him, and we can fight this. So I just wanted to send peace, love, and hope to all of the people watching this right now. And I just hope you're having an amazing 2017. I hope you're happy, I hope you're healthy, and I hope you're blessed. But until next time, peace and blessings.
There is a war going on for your mind. Media mavens mount surgical strikes from trapper-keeper collages and online magazine racks. CoverGirl cutouts throw up pop-up ads infecting victims with silicone shrapnel. Worldwide passenger pigeons deployed paratroopers.